a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. To throw. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Oh, he gets loose right side.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
Muscles him off. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Walker with a grab, left side. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Extra point try now for Vedvik.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
And finally marked down at the 23. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On play action, now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Finding Walker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick 6. Extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the 2nd half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick-6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rodgers leads to Dillon on the draw. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are pouring it on. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Normally, we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kingsley Keke drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
On play action, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5.
Here's a give to Gibson.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Akers. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again here with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Dyami Brown,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Back to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down. Check 43.
Rodgers throwing here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Za'Darius Smith able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
A big offensive explosion.